Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, here is your tarot reading for Aries season. If you're expecting me to say for the week ahead, as I normally do, there are reasons. We've slightly updated the channel, which you can find out by watching the channel update video in the library. But otherwise, take what's helpful, leave what isn't, as ever, and be sure to make the messages to fit into your life rather than try to get your life to fit around the messages, as I'm sure you wouldn't anyhow. And as ever, be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe and notification bells to be informed when these Tarotscopes are coming out. And be sure to drop a emoji and a comment down below as well. And whilst you're there, you can check the pinned comment with directions on how to sign up to email notifications straight to your inbox on when these Tarotscopes are landing. And you can also find out your sun, moon and rising sign there as well, so that you get a 360 look at the next season. But without further ado, we start with a pair. I sometimes take the cards in combination, particularly as these first two cards are arriving in reversal. We have the Lovers in reverse and the Seven of Swords reverse, the Lord of Shortened Force. So this is indicating one of two things. I would say it's probably both. The Lovers card was formerly known in some decks as the choice card. It isn't always to do with relationships and love, although it can be, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But otherwise, it's the conscious, subconscious and superconscious mind coming together in unison. And it's all around decision making and choice, probably is a better term. The Seven of Swords is also a card of choice. It is also a card of, should I move in that direction? Should I take that? And you can see here in the image that this kind of trickster energy is taking some of the swords but deciding to leave some behind, or wondering, which ones do I take? Which ones do I leave? Therefore, don't be surprised throughout Aries season, Pisces, that there is a degree of duality going on, something that is very much echoed with the appearance of the Two of Pentacles that I'll speak about in a moment. But the Lovers rules the sign of Gemini, which can be this opposing force, the twins that are sometimes in a harmony and sometimes a disharmony. Therefore, don't be surprised, as I mentioned, that there's going to be a bit of confusion, something that you're sharing with Leo and Sagittarius as well. So be sure to check out their videos, because there's certainly insights there that would be very, very useful. And you might just feel a little bit scattered, a little bit second guessing yourself, a little bit unclear as to what the best choice is. You might find yourself slightly stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to deciding on the best move, the best next steps. And as I mentioned, the Two of Pentacles, the Lord of Perfected Work, is going to exacerbate that feeling of, you can see the infinity symbol between the protagonist's hands and this constant weighing up of what is right, what is wrong, what is more fruitful, what would create more lack. There's nothing much to be said or done about that. It's just recognizing these energies around. And in those moments that you find yourself in a bit of confusion, just kind of recognize, okay, well, this is what Aries season is likely to present for me. But also the Six of the Lovers and the Seven of Swords in reverse is talking about disagreements. Most likely in those relationships that are closest to us, within marriages, maybe family, best friends. The Seven of Swords can sometimes talk about deception. Now, I don't necessarily feel that it's about somebody deceiving you or being untruthful or unfaithful necessarily, but there being differing opinions. And I once heard a great description on what arguments are, and arguments are born out of two people having different needs at the different time, and this is very likely to express itself here. Therefore, there may be slight frictions within close relationships, and an inability in some ways to have a meeting of the minds, at least initially. It's nice because the Three of Pentacles that shows up at the end of your reading is pointing towards collaboration. So it's not necessarily that all your relationships are going to go through some sort of upheaval or some sort of challenges, but particularly those, because we've got the Lovers card, of those that are quite intimate. Again, with both of these energies, this energy of indecisiveness and these energies of not being able to see eye to eye, there's no overt solution to that, unfortunately. But that said, we do have the Nine of Cups, the Lord of Satisfaction, within the middle of the reading. And that there's kind of two folds. One is it can also be the card of smugness. And this is something that I've said to a couple of star signs. Because Aries season is obviously ruled by Mars, there can sometimes be this slightly combative nature coming through, and a want or a need to lord it over other people. I believe that was in Libra as well as one other star sign. But this needing to win the battle, needing to win the battle at whatever cost. I'm right, you're wrong. And there's a gentle reminder of don't fall into that. It's not about apportioning blame here, because that is only likely to exacerbate some of these energies that are coming through. But rather, use the Nine of Cups energy to be kind of satisfied and pleased with how you've behaved. So behave in a way of the highest ideal possible at all times. Behave as though it's your higher self behaving. Don't get down and dirty. Don't get into the nitty gritty of things. It's not going to help the situation. But act in such a way that when you look back, retrospectively, you think, actually, I'm really proud of myself, of the way that I handled that. I managed to do that with my head held high. I didn't go kind of to the low blows. I didn't take it personally. I didn't allow some of this slightly disorientating energies to disrupt. The other good news is, despite the appearance of the Two of Pentacles, we've got this lovely sequencing from the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. We normally always want to see in the tarot things moving up in that way, because it is a sign of progress. Unsurprisingly, we're going from the Two, we're going to the Three. What it is also indicating is that the Two is quite a solo project of weighing up. It's like, which way do I go? There's a certain degree of ambivalence that I've spoken about before. Should I stay? Should I go? What should I be putting my energies and efforts into? But 3 is the number of growth, and the fact that we have that in the suit of Pentacles is growth within the material world, the financial realm, also health and wealth, anything that is tangible within our lives. So don't be surprised, and it's really nice to be able to see this. Don't be surprised that you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're starting to see those buds coming through as we move into spring of that juggling act that you may have been embroiled in up until this point. You may find that other people are starting to pay attention to what you do in a very positive sense. You may also find that the right people come in the right way. That's also a great prayer to send up, and a great intention to send out to the universe, particularly if you're trying to get things off the ground. I've done it many times when I'm working on projects. I say, right, God, send me the right people to support me within this endeavor. And that may take a little while, but invariably they always show up. The Three of Pentacles is the card of collaboration. It is about needing to pull in the expertise, the opinions, the insights of those that are around us in order to get what we need off the ground, particularly when it comes to projects, the home, work, all of that stuff. Do not try and do everything in isolation this season. That is very, very key, despite some of those challenges initially, which may leave you feeling a little bit kind of, well, I just want to go off by myself then. Something that was seen as well with Aquarius. too. So there's a definite overlap of these energies of feeling a little bit butt sore and wanting to go, fine, I'll just go off on my own. And that's not typically very well indicated this season. So that's my reading. Does that help? Does that resonate? If so, which part? I'd love to know in the comments below. As a reminder, you can check the pinned comments to see how to find out your rising sign, moon sign, and sun sign, so you can get a 360 look at your Aries season, while also signing up to the email notifications of when this comes out. The next time I'll be doing these Tarotscopes is for Taurus season, so it's a really great opportunity to hit that notification bell on when they're coming through, but there'll also be other videos coming out over the month, so be sure to check those out. But until next time, have a wonderful Aries season, Pisces, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.